Buenas tardes, Califados, ¿qué tal estás? Bienvenida a Más Efectos. Hoy vamos a hacer la misión de Tali por fin. A ver qué tal le va con el Consejo de Guerra. Y a ver hasta dónde llegamos, ¿vale? Oh, el mando. Ah, por cierto, tengo mandito nuevo, no he podido aguantar. Y aquí está, el pequeñín. Ahí lo tenemos. No he podido aguantar. Así que este sábado me lo pillé ya. No he podido aguantar las 4 semanas hasta que me llegue el otro cuando lo reparen. Así que el otro se lo quedará a mi mujer. Y este para mí. Y vamos, no lo he probado todo el fin de semana. No he jugado apenas. O sea que lo voy a probar ahora como Dios manda hoy. Así que vamos allá. Este mando tiene que ir bien. Es el original de... Ay, por cierto, tenemos que mirar si tengo todas las mejoras ya antes de hacer la misión de Tali. Por si acaso tenemos que farmear un poquillo más. Así que vamos a asegurarnos aquí. Solo nos quedarían... Ah, no nos queda nada. Tenemos ya todo. Vale, pues ahora sí que podemos hacer la misión de Tali. Además tuve suerte porque pude elegir, porque estaba en negro, estaba en blanco, estaba en el amarillo este limón, amarillo fosforito, en rojo y en rojo de camuflaje. O sea, creo que estaban casi todos los colores y pude elegir. Y me gustó azul. Además los colores del canal son un poco azul, por decirlo de alguna manera. Me compré el mando y me compré el cable, ¿vale? Para que... Ahí va, estoy muy bajo, ¿no? Para jugar con cable. No quiero estar cambiando pilas, porque va con 2 pilas AA el mando, y no quiero con pilas. Así que me compré el cable que cuesta 10 euros. Porque además si no usaba las pilas usaría batería. Y eso son 20 y tantos euros más. Total que te juntas 80 o 90 euros fácilmente. De esta manera, pues por 70 tengo mando con el cable y me olvido de pilas, de cargar baterías y de historias. Así que no me molesta. Lo que no sé cuánto va a durar esta parte del conector. No lo sé si me va a durar o me va a coger juego y dentro de un año ya no va a hacer buena conexión y voy a tener que acabar jugando sin cable. Así que... No es metálico. No, es plástico. Es plastiquete. Esto es plástico y esto es plástico también. Es todo plástico. Un azul mate rugosillo, con bastante rugoso. Lo que es la parte de atrás es bastante rugosa. Y pues yo que sé, me gusta. Es el tamaño me encanta. Es que me encanta este mando. La forma que tiene, los analógicos asimétricos, me encanta. Y bueno, es el oficial, así que tiene que ir bien. Así que nada, vamos a ver qué está pasando con el consejo de Tali. Así que vamos a dejar de hacer publicidad del mando de Xbox. Y allá vamos. Vale, pues nos vamos con Legión. A ver a qué vamos. 28 puntos. Pues le podemos subir todo. Porque 4 por... Ah, bueno, no. Todo no, porque son... A ver. Pirateo de IA de refuerza al máximo el escudo y lo mantiene durante un periodo muy largo. Pirateo de IA de área. La potencia de la señal inalámbrica resulta amplificada, llega a un área mayor y permite piratear varios sintéticos. Pues este. Luego, infiltrado get. Vamos a ver. Aumenta el daño. Siempre. Me gusta más aumentar el daño que la salud. Y dron de combate son otros 7, 8, 9, 10 puntos. O sea, casi lo tendríamos entero. Casi entero. Un dron de... Tarda 30 segundos en recargar. Dura 18. Y 140% de salud del dron. Vale. Armas, pues el fusil... El suyo, el Widow. Este fusil nunca se diseñó para que lo llevara ni los disparara un humano. Aunque este modelo se ha modificado para poder llevarlo, ningún humano normal podría dispararlo sin romperse el brazo. Puedes usar la rebeldía que tienes la virtud al máximo. Venga, lo haremos pues. A ver cuántas risas nos echamos. Venga, vamos a ver. Ay, qué rico que está el gazpachito.
Requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Tali.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Vaya calor que hace hoy, por cierto.
I don't think it's a good idea to bring a
Bueno.
Get that damn thing off my ship before you start an incident that makes the Ascension Project fiasco with
You're
Cerberus.
defending your ship. I respect that. But don't try to intimidate me, Captain.
Ahí está Legión, ahí está Legión. Ahí lo tenemos.
Or what?
Or I take off this mask and breathe germs all over your nice, clean ship.
I'm letting you aboard as a favor to Tali. The gate is too much. Leave it on your ship.
Oye, que no nos deja.
This is your ship and I'm a guest, but Legion is part of my team. Unless you want to shoot me, we're both coming aboard.
Or I could kick you both off. No one here likes Geth or Cerberus. I can't guarantee your safety.
I can guide them away from the more militant elements of the crew.
There are a lot more militants these days, Talizora. And given the charges against you, it's only getting worse.
What do you mean?
They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck. You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up ahead.
Qué bueno que no se va hacia atrás. Y me podré cubrir. Ahora no se va a cubrir, ¿no? Porque no estoy en combate.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a thing.
Yo tampoco me lo puedo creer con lo buenecica que es. O por lo menos lo buenecica que parece. Pero que es un Geth bueno. Que no lo conocéis como yo. Es muy bueno. Hola, Geth. A Legion. Hola.
Talizora vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepherd vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaron vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nemo.
O sea, te dicen el nombre y la nave que tienes.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine Father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
Uy, no mola
It's
eso,
not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vasnima. Whatever we must call you legally.
Bueno.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
Ah, lo tiene que representar Shepard.
So, you would actually speak for my defense.
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are
Me quedé en
simple.
segundo de abogacía,
There
pero
are
bueno.
no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
¿Ahí en medio lo van a hacer? Ah, vale, que está ahí. Vale, en medio del parque. Qué chulo, dentro de la nave. Ahora, se acabó el gazpacho.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against the charge of treason.
Security. A Geth is present in the courtroom. Does Tali Zora think to affect
Ahí va,
this
que te has
hearing with
pillado, tronco. Mira que está disimulado.
Captain Donna allowed the Geth aboard. Do you intend to second-guess the Raya's captain, Admiral Chorus?
objection withdrawn?
Así me gusta.
Vas Normandy. Your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Sí, claro. ¿Qué remedio, no? No tengo otra...
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vasnima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that her captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human
Nada, la que
is
está
right.
liando.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the
¿Qué?
Geth have killed everyone.
¿Y se lo
on
decís
the
ahora?
ally. Your father included.
¿Cómo?
What? Oh, Keela.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship.
Vale, entonces nos
so
va a tocar
far
ir.
without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
Ahora mismo nos vamos.
Safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile,
I'm looking for my father, you Boshtet!
Bueno, a saber lo que es Buster, pero nada bueno.
This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to
Vamos a por
retake the
Alarei.
Ally. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
¿Tendré que haber ido yo por el lado de la rebeldía o qué?
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Pues venga, vámonos. O sea, si quiero acabar bien, mejor no ir por rebeldía.
The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
Vale.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Tali Zora is killed.
If Tali Zora is stuck...
My father dead? Or trapped on the Alarai? My name stripped? How could you not tell me this, Captain?
I'm sorry, Tali. I was under orders from Admiral Ran herself. I couldn't say anything. She wanted to get you onto the Alarai. She said that the Admiralty Board needed to see your reactions. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
O sea, que lo sabes por experiencia que si vas por rebeldía puro, mal el asunto, ¿no? O sea, que hay que ir jugando.
Who decides where the migrant fleet is going?
That's a more complex question than you might think. The Conclave votes on where we're going, but the Admiralty works out how we get there safely. Avoiding areas of piracy, scheduling resupply, that sort of thing.
Seems like you're cut out of the loop.
Raya has a representative in the Conclave, like every other ship. But me, personally, I don't get a say in anything that happens beyond my ship's hull. If my crew doesn't like the way things are going, we're free to leave the fleet at any time. Of course, since the Raya produces about a third of the fleet's food, they try to keep us happy.
Why is the fleet here? A binary blue giant system isn't the most hospitable place in the galaxy.
Not if you're looking for a planet to land on. We've been doing a lot of deep-range travel. The bulk of the fleet is here to charge up using photovoltaic solar cells. We're running an ice mining operation at a red dwarf 6 light years off. They haul it here, and we melt it for water, or crack it into deuterium, hydrogen, and oxygen.
¿Por qué te caen mal los cuarianos? ¿Me parecen malos, no, los cuarianos?
Why did you post guards outside our ship?
Aside from the fact that your crew is Cerberus, technically it's under quarantine. Any accidental intership contact could sicken or kill our crew.
We'll talk to you later, Captain.
Even during the hearing, Tali Zora's first...
The captain let a Geth onto the ship. I'm lodging a complaint.
Ahí va. Mierda, hemos dado la vuelta. Vamos, Legión, que vamos al revés. Me he desorientado después de hablar con el capitán Cartana. Pero ¿dónde está el transbordador?
Even during the healing, Tali Zora's
The captain let a Geth onto
O sea, que
the
es por
ship.
aquí, pues.
I'm lodging a complaint.
O sea, tengo que atravesar el cónclave. Ah, vale. No, por ahí no hay puerta. Habla con los de la plaza. A ver. Aquí.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alleray. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alleray soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Vale.
What can you tell us about the Alleray?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alleray sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
¿Qué habrá pasado en la nave?
We don't.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that. Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
The Geth situation isn't as simple as you think. Not all of them worship the Reapers.
I don't think the other admirals would care about that. They want the homeworld back, and they want all Geth destroyed.
Cada uno tiene lo que se merece.
Don't you want to see us retake the homeworld?
I don't think we can, Tali. But it may not be about what I think.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
A ver, Almirante Gerrel, pues vamos a ver al grupo este. Victor Nara.
Shepard? How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Do you remember anything else about the collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I...
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're
Hecho
going
polvo,
to find the
pobre.
things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Tali Zora arrived with a get. What more proof do the admirals need?
Con vosotros no puedo hablar, contigo sí.
Call Rieger.
Shepard, Tali Zora, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not.
¿Y cómo?
Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material.
Tenemos un problema,
Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Vaya. Al final no tienen ejército ni nada.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Venga. Y ahora me queda el almirante Shen.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Bueno, si se tercia.
What a wonderful specimen this is. Geth's shell over standard mech interior. What did you convince a Geth to work with you?
Legion is working with me voluntarily. It's part of my team.
It has a name. Fascinating. The things I could learn under slightly different circumstances.
This platform is not available for experimentation.
Charming. I am pleased to see that the humans, at least, have not abandoned synthetics. This whole trial is a farce born of fear.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander. Tali Zora, Shepherd Vas Normandy. I thought you would be at the Alarai by now. We must conclude this farce of a trial.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems.
Given the
likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
¿Cómo puede ser eso?
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Vale.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
¿De hacerse con la galaxia?
Behavioral changes from hacking only last until programs are restored from archival copy. We judge this plan unsound, Creator Admiral.
For once, Legion, we agree.
We shall see, marvelous machine. We shall see.
Thank you for the
Ahora sí que nos
information.
podemos ir.
Of course.
Vale, ya he hablado con todo el mundo. Así que entiendo.
Tali Zora and her father are out of control. This is on their heads.
Vale, la puerta se eso de ahí o qué. Contigo ya he hablado.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth.
Tuvieron un problema con la inteligencia artificial y por eso la prohibieron.
Admiral
Y no recuerdo mal.
You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
I'm just here to help Tali, Admiral.
I'm glad someone is.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize Tali as Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit-wetter he always was.
Bueno, me parece tan malo el Guerrero,
You
¿no?
disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
No.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them.
Eso ya lo hemos hecho.
Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. A crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
The Geth on your homeworld aren't the same ones who worked with Saren. They have different factions.
Good. Maybe some of them will kill each other. Fewer for us to deal with.
Claro, ¿no?
The only Geth that matter to me are the ones that took away our world.
Thanks for the information.
Vale.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalcoris Vas Quib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly.
Este es el mejor de todos.
You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Hace un borde, ¿no?
Can you tell me anything about the LRI?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the LRI, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are not to be lauded. But like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are
O sea que no quiere guerra, ¿no?
children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Tali Zora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Do you think the Geth would be willing to accept a truce with Quarian's Legion?
We did not seek hostilities with creators. We fought for continued existence.
So your people would be open to peace?
Not without additional data that suggests coexistence is possible or desirable for creators. When the creators have believed victory is possible, they have attacked us 100% of the time.
Buena análisis.
It would be difficult to argue for peace when faced with odds like those. That does not mean the argument should not be made.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Tali Zora.
Siempre que han podido, que han creído que podían ganar, nos han atacado. Como para pillarse.
I hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Ahora venga. Sigamos. A ver qué pasa con los Geth.
The captain let a Geth onto the ship. I'm lodging a complaint.
Qué pesados sois con elevar una queja.
Is that really a Geth, Tali Zora? The guards at the docking bay said.
Está mirando la pistola.
It's under our control. With luck, it will help us retake the Alarai.
If you say so. Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard of Vast Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the
Posible, ¿no?
Let's head to the Alarai.
Venga, vámonos.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Tali Zora. Kila Selai.
Pues nada. Allá que vamos.
Taking hit. On pilot.
Hostile optical countermeasures.
Affirmative.
Nice. Nothing faster than Jatiga on pause.
Oh, con el drone.
Order received.
Can do. On the move.
¿Cómo ha lechugazo le ha dado? No. Ah, bueno, que claro, que va con el antimate. Joder, vaya perdigonazo suelta aquí el amigo, no. Ostras, con legión. Vaya leches mete. Uy. No está nada mal, ¿eh? No está nada mal. Me gusta, me gusta. Legión. Si no me acuerdo de los botones. Pues va muy bien el mando, ¿eh? Va muy bien.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father.
Cigarros.
Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages and secured drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Vale.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Vale, ahora lo cogemos. Medigel a la izquierda. Ahí está. Venga, otro Medigel. ¿Cuántos tenemos ya? 6. Ahora, vámonos. Oh, ya hay un coreano reventado.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many get their networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
¿Cómo puede ser?
Shut everything down. They're in the system.
¿Cuántos que tenían?
This is valuable.
Potencia de escudo de los Get. Venga.
Taking cover. Preparing for
Hunkering
combat.
down.
Target contact. Sniper rifle neutralization.
Otra cosa, no perder dinero. Otro coreano.
Assuming fortified position.
Esa puerta no se puede abrir, pero ya hemos venido. Eso está cogido ya. Bueno, vamos. ¿Qué me sale por ahí? Me sale algo, pero no... Ah, vale, esto sería.
We locked down navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
No. No. O sea, vuestro error, o sea, que no es Tali la culpable. Son los investigadores que algo hicieron.
Yes.
Got it. Get ready to fight.
Warning. Taking fire. Hold on, bad. Target eliminated. Ready for next target.
¡Bam! Oye, hay mucha peña, Madre mía, si hay peña aquí.
Taking cover.
Moving to cover.
Madre mía. Joder. Nos va a costar, Nos va a costar.
With Shepard Commander.
Oh, pero cuántas cosas hay aquí para coger. Ay, qué cagada.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Joder, cómo tengo las narices, Perdonad un minuto. A ver si aguanto un poquito más. A ver, otro ratito. A ver si se me pasa un poco.
Do you know what kind of test your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Lo que quería era
Did
piratear.
any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking
¿Se querían
techniques.
controlarlos o
I
qué?
don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
You've got a place here, Tali. Don't throw it away in a war you don't need.
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare fingers, inhale its fragrance without
O sea, solo pueden vivir en su planeta, ¿no?
You're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our homeworld.
Vale, pues.
Have the Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder.
Siempre con el traje tiene que ser horrible.
Between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home.
Entiendo que quieran recuperar su planeta.
We can take back one ship. Come on.
Pues se ha enfadado, tienes razón. Estamos hablando de cosas que no entendemos. Y ya la gente con la mascarilla está hasta las narices, imaginas con un traje de esos. Imaginas con un traje completo. No. Oh. ¿Cómo que no? ¿Miente o qué, Tali? ¿Está mintiendo? ¿Pueden ir sin traje? Pero lo que ha dicho ella, si no están en su planeta no pueden quitarse la máscara. Oh, esto es locura. Voy a poner aquí a Legión, que igual tiene un punto mejor de francotirador. ¡Ahí va! ¿Qué está pasando? Os falta info. O sea, ya eran débiles en su planeta. Vale, Legión, tú ahí. ¿Tú ahí? No, tú ahí. O sea, que ya eran unos flojeras, ¿no? Ah, vale, ya sé por dónde va el tema. Que es un discurso que se han inventado que sea, ¿no? Para que haya gente que esté a favor de recuperar el planeta, ¿no? Esto es politiqueo todo, pues. Pero que se me está dando a través de la pared. Espera un segundo, Tali. Ah, pistola o escopeta. Pues se usa la pistola, sí. Ah, que este lo han pirateado. Ah, vale. O sea, es todo mentira.
Order received. Contact.
Go for the optics.
¿Qué es esto? No.
Long range kill.
Ah, yo que quería ponerle. A ver, la escopeta, no uses la escopeta, no. Vale. Oh, pues creo que voy un poco... Es que estoy luchando por respirar, ¿vale? Entonces, como que mi capacidad de comprensión está totalmente mermada, ¿vale?
On my way.
Yes.
O sea, quieren hacer dos bandos y a ver cuál de los dos bandos es más fuerte y hacer una guerra. Vale. Ahí están los partidarios. Sí, me he enterado de que era una pantomima, pero no me he enterado por qué era una pantomima. Ahora ya sé por qué. ¿Dónde está el que me estaba disparando? Vale. Le he dado a todos lados menos al que le tenía que dar. Muy bien.
Can do.
Order received. Close formation.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rael Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rael Zora.
Vale, portátil apañado. O sea, que querían piratear a los Geth. Vale. ¡Ey! ¿Qué ha pasado? Tengo ganas de dejar de usar el... Ah, es el padre de Tali.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me.
Hey, come here.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
¿Se puede sacar las lágrimas?
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Daro Zen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
Ok, había un montón de cosas, ¿eh? ¡Ah, cagada! Vaya cagada. Estoy un poco empanado, ¿eh? Vale, de todas maneras, dinero vamos sobradísimos. En la siguiente habitación de enfrente estará la maqueta. Vale.
Got it.
Assuming
Ostras, es
fortified
muy
position.
grande, ¿eh?
Got trouble.
Pausa. ¿Dónde está la maqueta? Ah, vale, ahí está. Ya la tengo.
Order received.
On it.
¿Que no ataca o qué?
Drop that drone away.
O sea, el centro neurálgico era esto. Oh.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online? Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue. We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material. Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble a new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the Admirals, not anyone.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
We're not gonna decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
Aliada, eh?
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Pues he cogido... Menos mal que he cogido la maqueta antes. Si no...
We need to face facts. There has been no word.
Ya estamos aquí.
Tali Zora survived.
It sounds like the hearing is already underway.
We must trust Shepard's offer of assistance. It's only been a few hours.
The Quarian Marines lasted less than 5 minutes.
Ah, le tenía que haber dado otra vez a esa línea de la conversación. Vale.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Entonces no usamos los datos, pues, ¿no?
Sorry we're late.
¿Qué hacemos, pues?
Tali Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the Quarian people.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps Tali Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Ah, vale. Cuando vas de rebelde dice eso.
Shepard, please.
¿Dónde vas?
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Alentar a las masas.
Tali helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need.
I fail to see what relevance...
You're not really interested in Tali, are you? This trial isn't about her. It's about the Geth.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
You want people to sympathize with them. Han Garel wants to go to war. None of you care about Tali. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial. Tali Zora saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people. I can't think
Como
of
se ha puesto
stronger
sepa, ¿no?
evidence than that.
¿Os ha quedado claro?
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment? Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges.
Ah, la han declarado inocente. Guay.
Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
If you appreciate me, then listen. The Reapers are coming. I'm going to need your help to stop them. Please don't throw away your lives against the Geth.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. I hope this board carefully considers your advice.
Está indignada,
This
Shepard.
hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora Vas Normandy.
Kila Selai.
Kila Selai.
Vámonos.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Tali, about what your father said. What he did. You deserved better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
Come on, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
Oh, what's this?
Pulsa B para finalizar la misión.
The admirals thought they were humbling you by forcing you to represent her, Shepard. I'm glad they were wrong. You didn't mention survivors. Did you find real Tali? I am sure he would have left you a message if he'd had time.
He did leave a message. Rail used his last words to give Tali orders. That's all that mattered to him.
I know how that might seem, but the fleet's safety was the gift Rael wanted to give to his daughter.
I never asked for that. It wasn't the gift I wanted.
I know, but it's the only one he could give. Good luck on your mission. No matter how dark it gets, the fleet is always with you.
Kila Selai.
Kila Selai.
You called us on the carpet out there, Shepard, and you were right. Thank you. Tali shouldn't have been involved in that argument. Tell me, though, honestly, what did you find over there? You spoke well, but I know a faint when I see it.
Nothing the fleet ever needs to find out about.
Admiral, you know I'd turn over anything of value to the fleet. What we found there wasn't.
I'll take your word for it, Tali. Not that I have much choice. Fight well, and fly safe, kid. Your father would be proud of you.
Very impressive, Shepard. Thank you for your help on the Alarai. And thank you for helping Rael Zora's daughter. You stood for her when we failed. We were wrong to let our own concerns about the war overshadow Tali's trial.
The galaxy needs more people saying what you're saying, Admiral. Good luck.
Thank you, Commander.
Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tali.
No puedo hablar con ellos, ¿no?
Nice talking, Shepard. Funny how it takes a commander to remind the admirals about military honor. Glad they're off your back, ma'am. And that you didn't have to give them that evidence you found on the LRI.
I didn't say anything about finding evidence, Carl.
Noticed that, ma'am.
Any idea what your next assignment is going to be?
I'm gonna be escorting more techs around to look for signs of dark energy buildup. Maybe see if they can figure out what's causing it. Wherever they send me, it'll have to be less exciting than Haystrom.
What's your take on the war? Are the admirals gonna try to retake the homeworld?
I won't shy away from a fight, but if the admirals throw the fleet at the Geth, all they'll get back is scrap metal. The best bet would be for us to find another way. But a soldier can't say unless his superiors ask.
Stay safe out there, Rieger.
You too, Shepard. Ma'am.
Cal, just call me Tali.
I'll work on that, ma'am.
Vale, pues nos podemos ir ya casi.
Very impressive speech, Commander Shepard. But tell me truly, did you recover any of Rael Zor's
No,
research on the
pesados.
Alarai?
Nothing that will help you, Admiral.
Pity. Oh well. Whatever is created can be recreated. In any event, I am pleased that our talk regarding the war conundrum allowed you to help Tali. Her exile would have been unfortunate.
Ah, vale.
You should abandon your plans, Admiral. They're only going to make the situation worse.
We shall see, Commander. Many things are impossible until they are done.
Bueno, pues vamos a la entrada.
The talk of war gives me hope. Maybe we can retake the whole world in my lifetime.
Al final se lo han creído.
Tali and Shepard are good at killing synthetics. Glad they're on our side.
Están todos contentos.
Congratulations, Tali Zora. I was skeptical about your choice in captains, but I see now that I was wrong.
Thank you, Captain. I'm just glad that this is over.
You'll always have a place on the Raya, whenever you decide to come home. Good luck out there.
Ah, bueno, pues ya está, ¿no? Ah, nuevo traje para Tali. Vale, vamos a ver si tenemos alguna tecnología nueva. Vale, ahora hablaré con él, pues. Voy a mirar lo de la tecnología un momento. Sobrados. ¡Ay, no, no, no! Me pasa de frenada. Vale. Orden nada. Vale, pues vamos a hablar con Legión, que está donde la doctora, la parte de la IA que está en los dependencias. Ahí mismo. Ah, vale. Ya que estoy con él. Vale, pues subimos otra vez. Vamos a hablar con Mordin.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough. Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
Tell me what happened.
Early stages similar to indoctrination. Can guess captured Protheans lost intelligence over several cloned generations. Cybernetic augmentation widespread afterward. As Protheans failed, Reapers added tech to compensate. Mental capacity almost gone, replaced by overworked sensory input transfers. Transmitting data to masters.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
No. No glands replaced by tech. No digestive system replaced by tech. No soul replaced by tech. Whatever they were, gone forever. Understand now? No art, no culture, closer to husks than slaves. Tools for Reapers. Protheans dead, collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on collectors after Plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, Have more context. See what collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before, don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
You said the collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for reapers. Worse than the Geth.
I'm sorry, I know that was important, but you perform Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
¡Bravo! ¡Qué máquina! ¡Qué máquina! Madre mía.
What is it about the collector's modifications that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Solarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
You blame the Solarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes. Like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Solarians came, disrupted Krogan culture, used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
If you feel that way, why did you work on the genophage modification?
Talked before. Best option. That, or kill them all. If around during first contact, would have argued against it. Wasn't there then. Do what I can.
Thanks
Ahora
for
voy a
sharing
hablar
what you've
con
learned,
Legión.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Vale. Voy a guardar la partida, que no la he guardado. Oh, sí. Recomendaciones como médico, Legión. No sé si fiarme de ellas, ¿eh? ¿Qué ha dicho esta mujer? ¿Tengo mensajes? No, no hay mensajes. Ah, vale, vale, ahora vale. O sea, cuando vuelva de la misión de Legión. Ok. Con la doctora ya no se puede hablar nada, ¿no?
How may I help you, Commander?
Ah.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Hola, Legión.
Shepard, Commander. We have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper corpse?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
So the virus would give all Geth the heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The heretic's conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geths say 2 is less than 3.
No me queda muy claro.
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL comm buoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoined the network.
You know where this thing is?
The Heretics' headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
They build stations in the terminus? Where is this thing?
Between stars. Organics have no cause to look there.
But why do they build stations outside Geth territory in the first place?
The heretics seek improvement from the old machines. In exchange, they help them attack organics. We condemn these judgments.
What's the plan once we get aboard?
The Geth will disrupt their network, prevent the station's defenses from focusing on us. The Reaper data core is physically isolated from the network. We will need to be escorted to it to access and destroy the data.
What defenses should we expect?
In space, none. Within, mobile platforms of various configuration and non-sentient defense turrets.
How many Geth?
There may be billions of individual programs. Fortunately, most will be uploaded to the central computer.
Miles de millones.
Only a few mobile platforms are maintained at any time. Others are manufactured when needed.
I won't let them brainwash your race. Especially not to worship Reapers. You have my word on that.
We will begin preparations.
Vale, vamos a hablar con Jack también. Ah, sí, ¿le puedo pillar bailando? Qué bueno. Ay, no le hemos cambiado la ropa, mierda. El baile del robot.
What's happening?
Shepard, we talked enough. You're just pissing around. No hard feelings, but I don't want to play.
No le ha gustado la ropa que le hemos puesto.
I should go.
Whatever.
No, no le ha gustado. Ay, no puedo respirar, ¿eh?
Keela, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant. We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve, but my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of Geth. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Vale, por aquí todo apañado. Hola, Grunt.
Shepard.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
Battlemaster, I have everything. Clan.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
Vale, no nos cuenta nada nuevo. No sé si ir a ver a Zaed, porque para que me cuente que entró en una nave y mató a no sé quién y que un compañero suyo se murió porque no sé cuántas, pues como que no es muy interesante este mozo.
Shepard, I was just waxing goddamn nostalgic.
A ver, ¿qué me ha faltado de Tali, pues? Espera, que ingeniería no está aquí. Para allá. ¿Qué me ha faltado, pues?
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over?
Que solo compartía el traje contigo,
My
así.
shield fortification will help, but I don't think there is much more I can do.
Have you got time to talk?
Pero ya no puedo hablar con ella.
This engine. Maybe later?
Is the new Normandy giving you any trouble?
Please, Shepard, I'm a Quarian. Give me a chunk. I was worried about working with Cerberus engineers, but they know what they're doing. And
How's the Normandy running?
Say what you will. I don't know if it can stand up to a collector attack, though. I'm researching some ideas that might help.
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
I'll let you work.
Así que es romanceable
Talk to you
para...
later.
Vale, vale. Pues ya miras tú cómo hacen lo que se suponga que tengan que hacer, ¿sabes? Porque si no puedes salir del traje para nada, va a estar complicado, ¿eh? Pero bueno, algo tendrán que hacer, si no hubiera desaparecido los coreanos. De alguna manera tendrán que reproducirse.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
¿Ah?
I'll let you work.
O sea, se inflan de antibióticos, se quitan el traje y pueden estar un rato sin traje. Vale, vale. Oh, pero menudo coñazo, ¿eh? Al final las bacterias crean resistencia a los antibióticos. Hay un pequeñito problema con los antibióticos ahora. Bueno, no sé si es pequeño o grande.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Definitely. Part of, but I want to try it with you. I want a few moments that are just for us before we throw ourselves into hell.
I want that too, Garrus.
Glad to hear it. I'll do so. Okay, that sounded bad.
Habitúa... Ah, vale. Vale, vale. O sea, antes de salir del traje, aíslan la zona que sea. Oh, pero sí, menudo coñazo, ¿eh? Uf. Voy a ver si pillo a Legión bailando. A ver. No, no está bailando. No, no estaba bailando. Ah, vale. A ver. Así lo vemos bailando. ¿2 minutos? Ay. ¿Esperamos 2 minutos? Venga, voy a cronometrarlo. Baila. Casi un minuto llevamos. Un minuto y 6. Sí, no, mejor. Voy a esperar un poco más mientras pongo el reloj a cargar. Venga, pues vámonos a... Nos vamos, no lo hemos visto bailar, ya lo veré por YouTube. De Zaid paso de hablar. Con Samara, no sé si tendrá algo que decirme.
Shepard.
Anything new?
There is something I've wanted to tell you. I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought the galaxy held nothing new for me. Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
You must have seen many things in your years of travel.
As a maiden, I served as a mercenary. I fought tyrants and pirates. I experienced everything the galaxy has to offer. As a Justicar, I saw parts of Asari space few know about. I destroyed villages and saved cities. I even fought a Spectre.
Why did you fight a Spectre?
A Taurian named Nihilus. He may have been on council business, but I witnessed him kill an unarmed civilian. Following the code, I attacked.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a merc who had no chance against you.
That mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
Nihilus seemed like an honorable Turian, and a good Spectre.
He may have been. However, killing unarmed civilians is wrong.
Pero entonces ella no consiguió matarlo luchó contra un espectro. Vale, vale, o sea que Nilus mató a un civil desarmado. Vaya.
How did the fight turn out?
I had the advantage, but he was good. He returned fire and tried to run. We played cat and mouse in the wilderness for 2 weeks. It was exhilarating. Finally, he created a situation in which my only options were to let an innocent die or pursue him. The code compelled me to save the innocent, and he escaped. I admire how he adapted and used my code against me.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a
That
merc.
mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
What have your years as a Justicar been like?
Mostly tedium and hardship. Traveling on freighters, wandering through rural areas, rooting out injustices, big and small, putting down corrupt officials. When I arrive in a remote area, individuals often approach me with matters of justice. My judgment rarely turns out the way they hope.
How do you pay for transportation between worlds?
Asari captains often welcome Justicars. We reduce pirate attacks. One raid was called off when the pirates were able to verify that I was aboard.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you destroy an entire village?
I tracked Morinth to a remote colony world. She'd perverted an entire town, making them worship her and bring young Asari as sacrifices. When I arrived, she fled, throwing her minions at me in waves. They bought her time with their lives. When it was done, only small children remained. I left them in the authorities' care and continued my pursuit.
What was being a mercenary like?
I was a young, impulsive maiden who discovered her talent for combat. I reveled in it. until the day my troop was hired to guard a mysterious shipment on its way to some clandestine drop-off area. I discovered the shipment was slaves, to be traded to the collectors for advanced technology.
You supported the slave trade?
In my foolish youth, I'd certainly engaged in questionable practices, but never anything patently unjust. I demanded that we turn around. My mates disagreed. After they were dead, I brought the ship around. The collector craft was just arriving. They closed faster than I could flee. Fortunately, we were close to the mass relay. I got through, and they did not pursue.
What did you do with all the slaves?
I lectured them on the virtues of strength and defending oneself. Then I distributed the armor, weapons, and credits of my dead colleagues, and released the captives on the Citadel.
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure. It will be my honor to be by your side at the end.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
We'll finish this mission, and live to see the end.
I hope you are right.
A ver, Kasumi, no sé si ir a hablar con ella porque creo que tampoco tendrá mucha conversación. Pero bueno.
Hey, Shepard. I'm really glad you got Tali out of trouble with the migrant fleet. It's hard to see her upset. One of the girls in navigation thinks she might be pregnant.
Eso es otra frase ya repetida, así que nos vamos. Por ahí está la doctora. Espera, ¿desde aquí puedo cambiar? No. No puedo cambiar el traje de nadie, ¿eh? Ah, tenemos que hacer la de... Vamos a hacer la de... Bueno, vamos a empezar la de Legión. A ver. Va a ser el corredor sombrío, planeta Irium, planeta Riconezo, ayuda a Legión. Ahí está. Estación hereje. A ver qué nos depara esta misión. Un montón de tiros. No sé a quién coger. Legión es tecnológico. Así que tendré que coger a alguien que sea biótico. ¿A quién hace mucho que no cogemos? Kasumi es biótica. No. A Tane. Ah, mira, ahora le puedo cambiar el traje. ¿A quién era? Oye, me he perdido. Al de Tali. Este Dora está chulo. Ah, mira, tiene 3. Pero este está roto, no me gusta roto. Prefiero que lo tenga nuevo. Ah, mira, también tiene otro traje, ¿no? Este es el que ya llevaba. Este solo tiene 2. Este tiene el de las gafas fashion. Y a ti te voy a quitar este traje, que con las gafas no me molas nada. Este que es rojo o negro, o sea que tampoco hay mucho ahí. Pues no sé a quién coger. Ya sé, ya me he acordado. Así va a coger fresco. Así un poquito más abrigada o qué. Pues no sé a quién coger, de verdad. No. ¿Cogemos al churri? Disparo, munición, no, tampoco. Tiene que ser alguien biótico. Vamos a coger a Miranda, va. Ay, Tali
it's
contra
just our
Geth.
heat emissions that are hidden, right? They could look out a window and see us coming.
Windows are structural weaknesses. Geth, do not use them. Approach the hull at these coordinates. Access achieved. We may proceed.
Es verdad, tenía que haber cogido a Tali. Pues reiniciaré la misión.
This facility has little air or gravity. Geth require neither.
Won't we be detected? Don't they have intrusion alarms?
Sensors have been reduced. We have infiltrated their wireless network and filled the data storage with random bits.
And that helps us how?
The heretics must scrub this junk data. They have partitioned themselves into local networks, working in parallel. Any alarm we trigger will not go beyond the room we are in. Only accessing the main core will trigger a station-wide alert.
We've got a job to do. Let's get to it.
Shepard Commander, we concluded that destruction of this station was the only resolution to the heretic question. There is now a second option.
What?
Their virus can be repurposed. If released into the station's network, the heretics will be rewritten to accept our truth.
Semantics. Either way, the heretics are no longer a problem. However, Legion's Geth could still become a problem. It may be safer to simply destroy the station.
Why didn't you mention this before we came aboard?
We did not know the virus was complete. It is. It can be used against the true Geth at any time. Our arrival was timely.
They're your people, Legion. You must have an opinion.
This is new data. We have not yet reached consensus. We will process as the mission proceeds.
This isn't the time to debate it.
Reiniciar. Reiniciar y cogemos a Tali. Ahí está. Con el traje dorado que mola un montón. Y Legión y Tali. Venga, vamos allá. Vale. ¿Y armas cuáles tiene? Vale, perfecto. Vale, todo bien. Este lo hemos visto. Pero no me deja saltarlo, ¿por qué? Pues estoy asado de calor, Qué gracioso yo creo cómo le echa. Cómo le hace la burla.
You know it's just our heat emissions that are hidden, right? They could look out a window and see us coming.
Windows are structural weaknesses. Geth, do not use them. Approach the hull at these coordinates. Access achieved. We may proceed.
Qué gracioso.
Alert. This facility has little air or gravity. Geth require neither.
Vale.
Won't we be detected?
Sensors have been reduced. We have infiltrated.
And that helps us how?
Any alarm
We've
we
got a
trigger.
job to do.
Shepard Commander, their virus
I
can
don't.
be
But Shep, can we trust them not to attack us in the future?
La misma frase de.
Why didn't you mention
We
this?
did not know the virus was complete. It is. It can be
They're
used
your
against.
people, Legion. You
This
must
is new.
have.
We will process.
This isn't the time to debate it. Let's move while the heretics are distracted.
The Geth are inactive. Maybe we can sneak past them.
Interrupting
Vale, creo que las rayas verdes no hay que tocarlas.
We recommend preemptive strikes against hardling routers.
No hay que tocar esas líneas verdes, tiene toda la pinta. Así que... Oh. Está claro que si cruzo por ahí se van a enterar, ¿no? Ataque preventivo. ¡Mierda! ¿Ves?
Shepard, I'm picking up useful resources in the Geth hubs. We could salvage them for supplies.
Venga, cogido.
Why are all the heretics attached to these hubs?
These are mobile platforms, hardware. The crew is software. They are communing through the station's central computer.
Oh.
I'm not sure I follow.
The heretics connect to the main computer to exchange data memories and program updates. We gain complexity by linking together. To be isolated within a single platform is to be reduced. We see less, comprehend less. It is quieter.
If you exchange data, memories, how do you keep track of which ones are yours? How do you stay you?
There is only we. We were created to share data among ourselves. The difference between Geth is perspective. We are many eyes looking at the same things. One platform will see things another does not, and will make different judgments.
I can see why you'd be conflicted about the heretics. In a way, whatever you do to them, you're doing to yourself.
Yes. Once they return to us and upload their memories, we will share their experience of being altered.
Every other species I know of might be psychologically scarred by a traumatic experience like that.
It is not clear if Geth can be traumatized. We do not feel pain as you do. We cannot predict what the effects will be.
Let's keep moving.
Yes.
Voy a dejarlo aquí. Estoy fatal, ¿eh? Pero mañana terminamos la misión de Legión, ¿vale? Así que... descansa y nos vemos mañana, ¿vale? Hasta mañana.